done it.
Says we're ready.
Okay. I'd like to call the Monday, July 13th Board of Trustees meeting to order. We will begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Like I'm hungry, I'm ready for the prayer.
The consent agenda.
Annually, I have to, first, do we have any comments? Okay, sorry, that's my fault, I jumped in early. I have to present to the board a need for adjunct teaching positions. And we do have two present teachers that are adjunct. We have Mike Hart at the high school, and then we have art teacher at Creekside. So annually I have to come and present the need for that, and that's still a need for both of those positions. Additionally, I would offer up that we've had a continued hard time finding the ag position. So if there is someone out there in the agricultural space, one of the requirements for an adjunct, you do have to have a 4-year degree, and you have to have at least 4 years of service in that field or related field to come to that. So if anyone fits that qualification, they should reach out to us. And just a couple other things inside the adjunct. They are not part of the teachers union, even though they are a teacher with us. The board, you extend the license to them by the law, and that's why I have to annually come to you and present that. So that's on the consent agenda this time as well.
Okay. Any other questions or comments about the consent agenda? I would like to say that we appreciate and are grateful for the $5,000 donation for the JAG program from Ball Management Group. Anybody else?
He's been a very good supporter of our school district, and I echo your appreciation and thankfulness. It's great to have community partners.
Yes, it is. Happy to entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor to approve the consent agenda signify with aye.
Aye.
So moved. Action items. Public comments on any action items are limited to 3 minutes. Handbooks.
Yes, Mrs. Gill, there are no changes save one from the June meeting. The high school updated their handbook to align with the policy on devices that you approved at the June meeting. So they just aligned the handbook with the policy.
Okay. Is there a motion to approve the handbooks? So that's an action item. Any questions about the handbooks? Motion?
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor to approve them again signify with aye.
Aye.
Proposal to hire former CFO for consulting services and Dr. Clinton.
Yes, thank you. This is just a reminder and a recommendation to allow Mr. Ahaus to have access to Ms. Job for up to 20 hours each month until now, until December 31st. It would be at her hourly rate, and last time I know we said, do you remember what it was? I forget. Yeah, we reset it, but I didn't write it down. But anyway, it's her hourly rate. She does report that at the end of each month, and just to continue to help in that transition period.
$15, $20 an hour?
Yeah, I think it is.
Tell you we appreciate that.
I actually think it's free. She's not here. All in favor?
Yeah.
So moved.
Right.
She is.
We're about to find out.
I appreciate your consideration on this.
Yep. I would move to approve as presented.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify with aye. Aye. Earn to learn. Katie.
You're up.
Are there any questions about Earn to Learn?
Yep.
We
No.
learned about it last month.
Did you, I think there was one slight change. We're now approved and you are billing, is that correct?
I did submit the application, so if you did approve it, we could move forward to the other steps. We did get approved to move on for the 50% reimbursement.
Okay.
But then I could have let it just sit there, we did not do the next step, but it's ready for the next step in your approval. So we got all the check marks, which is another good step.
All right, cool.
Great. Thank you, Katie. Any,
Before you leave, and you have 2 students, is that right, or just 1?
So they recommended 2 students that met the criteria through the career path and that are going into the class that they would need for the CDA and the hours. So I interviewed one and offered her a position because I was gonna hire her no matter what.
Okay.
Depending on, like, after we talked as an employee, it's just a bonus that we'll be able to submit for her 50% reimbursement. And have the internship hours. The second person I'm interviewing on Thursday.
Okay.
And I would love to say, the first one that I interviewed last Monday with the committee, she knocked it out the ballpark. I was so very proud of, we even coached on interview skills after it, and she did such a great job. So, I'm onboarding her now because I was gonna hire her either way. Just a great partnership, so.
Thank you.
I would make a motion to approve Earn to Learn as presented.
Second.
it's been moved and seconded. Any further questions or discussion? Those in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
Okay.
I'm hungry, so I just keep forgetting to. My brain's fuzzy.
Police Department logo, Dr. Clendenning.
Yes, I want to thank Mrs. Betts and Sharp Graphics for continuing to provide us opportunities, and also for Chief Gable, Sheriff Cox, and the rest of the team to help us kind of narrow it down. We finally have looked at some designs that we'd like to present to the board. And before you see what we would have on our police car, which is the top logo, the badges reflect a connection back to the city with the seal of Indiana in the middle, and then the kite tail is around. And then where it says police officer, if it were chief or other, that's what would go in there instead of police officer. And then on the shoulder badge, you'll notice that it also represents Indiana and with our kite. So this time I would ask for approval for our logos, and then the next step for us would be to submit those and continue to get all of the information for our officers to graduate from the academy.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
So moved. Recommendation to hire individual under SEA 342.
Yeah. State law requires that if we have anyone with a misdemeanor offense, we need to pull them out and have the board vote on them separately. So at this time, I'm recommending that we hire David Hudson as a special education teacher. You'll notice back in 2014, he did have OWI. On that, he did disclose it up front, and obviously he won't be driving students around in this capacity as special education teacher. He'll be with us the entire time. So we'd like to recommend that he be hired for the special ed position.
Discussion? Entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
So moved.
I think we skipped one though, Deb.
Oh, policies, sorry. Dr. Z.
Yeah, just a reminder that we had a chance if we wanted to take off highly effective, and we're not at this time. I do think probably next spring, Dr. Worland will be bringing us some other documentation on this. So this is just in case we would have to have a justifiable decrease in staffing, which we don't, but this allows us to be in line with what our present structure is.
Any questions? Motion?
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
Okay. Discussion items. Concessions vendor agreement. Mr. Doty.
This will help with your hunger.
Get some nachos going for you.
Do you have samples?
So, up for discussion, and hopefully, I can answer any questions you may have and come back next month for approval, but would like to enter into an agreement with a vendor, outside vendor. Snowy is the formal name. Chad Beaver is the owner-operator, lives locally in Fairland. Has been working as a concession vendor for Triton Central High School for the last 3 or 4 years. Recently, last year, started this agreement. When I say same, I mean literally just remove Franklin Community High School and put Whiteland High School in this language, and has been doing this at Whiteland Community High School. And I've talked to Dave Edens there, and they've raved about all the benefits of having their own vendor run the concession, all the indoor and outdoor concessions. So, and Brooke can attest to this as a parent of a former volleyball player. It's tough to get people to work concessions. Ends up falling on the parents. Inventory management, sales of that cash flow operation. Those are all benefits to having an outside vendor run concessions for us. I will tell you that Roger Young has looked at the agreement, and he did make some modifications to the indemnification language. That's been updated on this agreement for you. There'll be similar food items to what we typically offer, and then Pepsi products will be sold as well. So that agreement does not change for Pepsi. So I think if you read through there, you'd see 25% of the gross revenue. After talking to Dave Edens, he saw very similar revenue profits from when they were running concessions on their own. So to me, if we can get to that same level of profit, and then without the inventory management, that lost inventory due to outdated food items, and then not have to burden our parents by working concessions, I think it's a win-win for us. So we would still own and maintain the equipment. If something were to go wrong with this agreement, they were in breach of it, then it's basically just plug and play. We still own all the equipment. We still operate Pepsi products. So if we needed to start back operating concessions, it's really, it would be simple for us to do if this agreement did not work out. So I think for us in the athletic department, I think it would be a good move for us. So happy to answer any questions that you may have. I may have to write them down, come back next week, or send some answers in Friday notes if I don't have those for you tonight, but happy to entertain any questions.
Billy, just how is is it all just via Toast or one of those like card apps? Is that how we calculate what our sales are, or is it just a?
Yeah, so I mean, we
Just
operate the cash box.
Okay.
And we have what we use now. If you've been to the concession stand, you see our credit card machine.
Yeah.
They should run cash sales and credit out of those. That's how we track our inventory now.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and they would use a similar process. They won't use our card machines, but they would use I think it's a Square.
Squares. Yeah. I didn't think what they're called. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Snowy has it their own employees, so they
Yeah.
would not utilize, okay.
Right, they're their own employees now. They did say, you know, if they would be willing to work with some clubs or boosters if they would want to entertain that. If there's some kids that want a job, they would love to talk to our own high school kids and work with our own community members. But it would be up to them to staff it and pay those individuals. Yeah.
They have a pretty big staff, given that they're at Whiteland, Triton,
Yeah,
and
so
Franklin.
Chad Beaver is the owner-operator. He's actually an official.
Okay,
And that's how I really started talking to him. He's one of our basketball officials. So this is big enough for him. He's actually gonna have to quit that side job, I guess I would say, to really take this on full-time.
Okay.
Yeah, so he can manage that. But they've assured me that they have the staff, especially for those Friday nights, those football games. I'm sure you've all been to a football game, and the concession lines can get long. If you don't have enough workers, that's part of the problem. So, but he's assured me that they will be able to manage that. Yeah.
Bill, a couple questions. One, is this just a high school agreement or is this high school, middle school?
Just high school.
Okay. Second thing is, I know in the past, we've had clubs use your concession as fundraiser. Did anybody express a concern about not having this as a fundraiser option for them?
Well, so they have not. I haven't. I mean, I'm not sure that a lot of clubs would know about this agreement. I will tell you that our swim program, they can still run when they have their own swim meet. They can run their own concessions. This is only for high school events. So, like if there's a youth basketball tournament on the weekend, that Adrian Moss would still run that.
Okay.
But I will tell you that they did say that they would be willing to work with some of the clubs to supply workers and be able to talk to them about that. I can't give you any specifics about shared revenue or anything like that in the past.
I know, how about the band was a big part of the football. Did they express a concern about?
No,
not doing this?
actually, they wanted out last year, so
Okay.
The athletic department actually ran concessions at the football games last year.
Okay.
So the band actually came to me and expressed that they did not want to operate football concessions anymore, and that was last year.
Thank you.
Sounds like we'll make a lot of parents happy.
Yeah, they can watch their student participate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And then one of the things, our facilities are great, but if you want to watch a basketball
Not a
game,
lot of
it's hard
great
to do
views
that.
from the concession
It's hard to
stands.
do that from the concession stand. So,
Except for
football
baseball,
game,
softball,
track, I mean,
maybe.
it's tough. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Baseball and softball, you can stand back there.
Right.
But other than that, it's tough.
Yeah. Nope, makes a lot of sense. Like I said, appreciate the due diligence, and as Dr. C said, as long as we're not negatively impacting our clubs that want to do this, which I'm guessing are few and far between anymore, but I think it sounds like a good opportunity.
Yeah. And I will still get them in touch with the vendor and maybe there's something they can work out if there's a
Great.
a club that wants to do this as a fundraiser. They might provide workers and go from there. So, all right.
What's the time, the time of the agreement? Is it just for like the year, or would it be?
Yeah, it'd be 3 years, and so it would start, in August.
In August?
Yeah.
Okay.
With an annual renewal, I think if you look at
Yeah.
that, we do have an out clause. I think it's 15 days or something like that. So if something does happen, if we're concerned, then Mr. Doty can engage that, talk to Mr. Young, and move forward on that.
Okay.
And I feel really comfortable with this group. I know the family, it's family-owned and operated. Not saying that things can't happen, moving forward, that would prohibit them from being able to fulfill their duties, but I feel good about this company and this group, so.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Do you need this, when do you need this? August? Because we don't meet in
Yeah.
school, it'll be right before your first game, is that?
Yeah, I think because equipment's in there now, and then
Okay.
really placing the order. We will place the Pepsi order just as we've always done. So we need to place that Pepsi order regardless, so we'll
Okay.
do that and be prepared. Then the food items can come quickly. They use actually the same third-party vendors that we would typically use, Gold Medal, and the like. So those can, as soon as you order them, they come that same week. So I think the turnaround is going to be fine with that. I think we start, our first games are the third week of August. So August 10th, I think, is the board meeting. If that gets approval then, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, because we could do it as the 30th. We have a board retreat. If you need it done
Yeah, I
on
mean,
the
that would-
30th,
That would certainly help
Yeah.
if that's possible, but I understand.
I'll make note of that and we'll try to get that. I have one other item for that 30th anyway, so I think we should go.
Might cost them some free samples or something.
Exactly. We can do that.
You had me at
That sounds good.
snow cones, you know?
Snow cone and a pretzel.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Right.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
All right.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Any comments from the board or the administration?
Yeah, on the administration side, I heard sad news just a little bit ago. Annie Gentry was a longtime secretary at Union Elementary, and she passed away this morning. She had sudden illness last week, and she passed away. So just want to lift, them up in your prayers. She was always the face at Union. If you walked in, she was always super happy to greet you and meet you. And Union's had some tragedy. Cindy Mappa's husband died this summer as well. So that school, just the connection, that small community has really been prolific. But so please keep the Gentrys and the Mappas in your prayers.
Calendar of events. New teacher orientation is July 22 and 23. Our board retreat is July 30th. Have we a location yet?
We are down to 4 spots. Deed Center.
Center.
We're looking at the senior citizens, a new facility. I thought we might check that out. Another place was REMC, and the 4th spot is Compass Park. So I think Dietz is leading at this point, probably. Just, they can accommodate us. We do need video, team meetings set up, so they can do that. So I think Dietz is probably gonna be the spot where we're gonna be, and go from there.
Dr. Worland and I discussed poolside at my backyard, but,
Did we?
We did
but
absolutely.
we had that video problem.
I like that. All right. So I think right now Dietz, but Natalie will send everybody a confirmation out.
Okay. Back to school celebration and teacher's first day is August 3rd, coming right up.
President Gill, just a reminder that you will usually welcome the staff back.
I already have it written.
Thank you. All right. That's great. That'll be right around 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Rafael Sanchez is going to be the MC, and so we're looking forward to that.
First student day is August 5th. We have a joint meeting with the City of Franklin, August 24th at 6. Cub Academy ribbon cutting and open house is August 29th at 10. No school on Labor Day. CBIS 50-year open house is September 18th from 4 to 6. Tailgate and tours of the building.
And I believe that's homecoming. Is that right, Mr. Doty? Do you recall? I think that's how they coordinated that. So the 18th is homecoming.
Okay. Any other comments, questions? Happy to entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Bye.
Aye and bye.
Thank you.